Today, we're getting groovy with Eminem. Marshall Bruce Mathers III was born on October 17th, 1972. At an early age, his father quickly abandoned him as Marshall and his mother, Debbie, bounced from Missouri to Detroit, settling themselves while living in a predominantly black neighborhood. Marshall and Debbie were one of the very few white families, and Marshall would have to endure a ton of bullying, so much to the point where he was even hospitalized at one point. Marshall would find his inner peace, if you will, from comic books and storytelling around 12 years old, before discovering a new genre that was getting a lot of attention in the music industry: hip-hop. His uncle would then give him a soundtrack called A Break-In featuring Ice-T as a gift, which started his obsession. He started rapping by the time he was 14 years old, adopting names like Eminem, I hope he doesn't face any legal actions, and started battle rapping at the hip-hop shop in Detroit. Marshall's time in high school would unfortunately have him repeat in the 9th grade, which led him to drop out at the age of 19 years old. He worked agonizing shifts at diners to support his daughter Haley, and his Kim was a manager for a model employee while earning just about $5 an hour. Damn, that's rough. That's a rough time. Personal life was hell, his home being burgled multiple times, battling substance abuse, and eventually attempting to off himself. If you know, you know, because I don't think I can say the word here on YouTube. That was mostly due to his demo tape, Infinite, that was released in '96, and it only sold like 1,000 copies in its first week, so it failed commercially, and it got a lot of criticism for sounding too much like Nas and AZ. And during all of this, locals dismissed him as just a white boy rapping, which added fuel to the fire that was behind the scenes to something much darker. Going from frustration, Marshall birthed his alter ego, Slim Shady, which would be a completely unhinged cartoon character that was created from his traumas, bullying, abuse, and abandonment in his life, and which he would start recording the Slim Shady EP in 1997. His competitive spirit really drove him to the LA Rap Olympics, where he would finish second place. The demo tape of that EP that I mentioned earlier would get into the hands of Jimmy Lovin, in contact with a certain doctor, one that was really known for that West Coast sound, one that was really praised to high heaven of his production style for the West Coast. Who is that doctor? That doctor would be Dr. Dre. And Dr. Dre saw something in this white boy from Detroit. He would later sign him to Aftermath, and this would lead to the Slim Shady LP, released on February 23rd, 1999. This album has so much shock value, twisted humor, and raw reality. This album was the introduction of the Slim Shady character with the song My Name Is to the world. Having one of the most quotable lines in hip-hop history, the Dr. Dre production is stellar. Guilty Conscience has both Slim Shady and Dr. Dre playing as good cop and bad cop, Slim Shady just playing as the unhinged character as he is, while Dr. Dre being a more rational person. Brain Damage is a deep depiction of Marshall's time in school, dealing with bullying, and dealing with someone by the name of D'Angelo Bailey. Oh yeah, did you know this turned into a lawsuit? Oh yeah, I'm gonna dive into that real quick. So yeah, in 2001, D'Angelo Bailey filed a lawsuit against Eminem for the song, for just pretty much slandering him and invading his privacy. And the case was going for about 4 years until 2005, when it was finally dropped. The judge stated that a lot of the stuff that Eminem states in Brain Damage is mostly fictional, is very exaggerated, but it was it was relatively true for what Eminem was saying about the shit that he had to go through in school. And I want to make something clear. I don't really care for the skits, as one of them also just has someone getting that MW3 dome, if you catch my drift. If I Had and Rock Bottom have Slim Shady in a vulnerable state, 97 Bonnie and Clyde, has this aged well? It has Slim murdering his wife, or at least in the pursuit of murdering his wife, while taking Haley along for the ride. Take that as you wish. Role Model has Slim making fun of the idea of him being a role model to people. My Fault and Come On Everybody feels unhinged, and I hate how good they sound. Just Don't Give a Fuck is pretty much self-explanatory. The World Turns and I'm Shady are good. Bad Meets Evil features Royce da 5'9", and it has them exchanging who can say the worst thing they did to someone to each other, and I'm here for it. This album is very good, but a lot of its subjects didn't really age well in the slightest. The album was a huge success, bagged some Grammys, sold millions. If you're looking to get into Eminem music, I would definitely suggest this for as a place to start. Oh yeah, and please check out My Name Is, please. It's such an amazing introduction to Slim Shady, as it was definitely one of my first songs by Eminem I listened to a few years ago. So yeah, I'm gonna be part of a series I'll be doing for Eminem and including every other artist from here on out. And also, if you have a favorite Eminem song from this album, I would love to know it in the comments. Please follow my Instagram, TikTok. This has been the Groovy Discog Files, and I'm gonna see y'all later.